Hi, good evening. I've heard that there's been another suicides in the last 24 hours. Thank you for telling me. Is there anyone going to join me? Come on, add to it. Come down. So it's been a long night, very long day. It's been very sweaty. I think we're about to have a thunderstorm, which personally I quite like. I might be over there in a Basha, but I'm going to be dry, put it that way. So we've had a really good day today. There's been a lot of good work done today, and what's important is English Heritage have been down here, and they are wanting me to go to their head office and now present what we're trying to do, to try and prove to them that we need more of these. You know, really, I'd like to see one in Scotland, one in Northern Ireland, one in north of the country, one in Wales. I'd also like to see one in Northern Ireland, because our brothers and sisters out there always seem to get forgotten. They're always the last option. They don't get the things that we get, unfortunately. But I think we should work on that, because why are they different? They're British patriots. They're British. So let's try and get one out there. I think that's important. We've got a few more people joining now. Welcome to you all. Show me that you're there. Ask any questions, and I'll help you. Speak up. Vanita McLean, thank you. Well done. Well done, guys. That's great. Now we've got Lynn McNeil is watching. Hello, darling. Lynn was one of the first ever people that followed me on Twitter, and has for the last 3 years. So thanks, Lynn. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate by sticking by me for the last 3 years. Here's old David Birrell. What that man cannot do ain't worth knowing. David, you're going to have to get yourself down to the south coast in September if you can, because we'd like you to join the camp. We'd like you to come and see the people, and actually see what we're doing. And bring your tools with you, brother, because they're needed. Because one thing you've shown it to the world is you will not be beaten. And we're very much alike, David, in some respects, and I don't mean that weirdly. And you know why? Because we're survivors. Because at the end of the day, we don't let our problems ruin our lives. I have. At times I've been weak. You know, there was times that I gave up. I didn't care. Because at the end of the day, I just felt empty and pointless. But do you know do you know why I've been driving? Do you know why I keep doing what I'm doing? Because I'm a survivor, and I want other people to survive, and I want other people to realise it doesn't matter how bad life gets, how much you've screwed up, how much you think you've turned people against you. You can turn it around. You can become an asset. And David Birrell is a shining example of that. Proud of you, David. So, good effort, lads. Agree completely with what you're saying. Keep going, Gary. What's happening, Gary? So, here's where we sit, okay? We've, on the back of this, I'm going to pay for the next load of materials, and if I'm honest, again, out of my own pocket. And then we're going to do a larger camp in September, somewhere mid to towards the late. And as soon as I can get those specialist materials on site, we're going to run the next camp. And we're going to run a bigger camp. And I want people to come. I want people to come from all over the UK. If you can't afford to come because you're in hardship, then you come and speak to me. And we will see what we can do. Because there's no price on what it does for these men. If it costs me 100 quid to get you here, that's what it costs. Because it's about community, it's about us all working together. That's what it's about. So the more that want to come, the more that are welcome. Veterans are like Noah, really. You give them the tools and they will build. And then they'll come 2 by 2. You know, it's just about giving them the tools. And that's all we can do. I wouldn't want 15 people with acute PTSD here at one time. You know how we work. If there's 2 weak out of 10, the 8 will carry the 2. So don't think because you've been able to move on with your life or you haven't been bothered as much as others through their experiences that you can't come here. Because you can. Because if you're strong, if you're powerful, and you can use those skills to assist others, then use them. So calm down. You know, we've got a lot to decide over these next 6 weeks. So, you know, don't hold me to things because that's unfair. Because I'm one of many. But as a rule, they get my vision, they get my drive, and they get why we're doing this. Isn't that what's important? You know, I've got to be honest, right? Since this charity has started to become a success, and we've proven we are what we are, and we mean what we mean, I feel like some people have it's like a jealousy thing. Why are you jealous? Don't be jealous that we're going to have somewhere great for the men and women to go. Isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we're after? We should all be working together. You know? I know there's self-help groups out there. I know that there's groups that can't get charity registration, right? And it doesn't mean that what they're doing is wrong. But talk to us. Because if you're in this for the right reasons, you won't have a problem with recommending this service, will you? So ask yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I doing this for the right reasons? Because if you're doing it for the right reasons, it's about teamwork, all working together. That's what it's about, nothing more. And this is the problem, you know? The large charities seem to think that they don't need to work with other people. They have no need. They've got the money. But that's losing sight of why you started what you did. It's simple, you know, come on. I will come and speak to any of you. Not for money, but so we can start working together and feel confident that we're referring people to the best places. Shelley Norman's watching. Hi Shelley, how you doing? Sue Wellham's just joined the firm. Lovely to see you, Sue. I'm going to stop talking in a minute and start showing you a few things that we've been doing. We built a shower as a temporary fix. The English Heritage have been very kind and they're actually going to build us a shower and toilet block out of their own money. They're going to fund that. So the people that come here have got the best stuff. So you can have a shower, have a scrub up, do whatever you're doing in there and then come back, you know. They have been phenomenal. They have now asked me to go to their head office to now speak to their seniors because they're being serious. If we as a community make this place work, if we as a community get together and back this charity, they're going to let us do more of these up and down the country. So everyone's got, and it's not about us being in charge and this is us, this is our idea. It's nothing about that. Because if you're decent, you're hard-working, and you're doing this for the right reasons, I've got no problem. Get on board. Come and speak to me. Come and talk to me and tell me what you can do. Wayne Anthony. Hello, Wayne. Where are you? I am at an 1800s Napoleonic fort, right on the Portsmouth seafront at Eastney. It was a Royal Marine camp, and actually, a little bit of boring information: the SBS were born here. This is where they started, because we're so close to the sea. It is literally over that wall. Hang on, let me show you. It's over that wall. It's that close to the beach. You know, the good thing about this place, right? 15 minutes walk down the road, you've got historical Portsmouth. 15 minutes up the hill, you've got all the forts, all the museums. They're all free. Half hour walk, you're on the South Downs. What a place. You got the seaside over the wall. It's a phenomenal place, and you couldn't find a better location than this. Honestly, you really couldn't. I braved the showers for the first time today because none of them were man enough. We put a solar bag up, and to be honest, I've been so hot and sweaty, I really needed a wash. I was going to get naked in the washing up bowl, and then I thought, that's not very befitting of a CEO, however funny. So I gave that one a miss. But yeah, we had a shower bag. Hopefully by November the toilet and shower block's going to be open. Something you don't know. We've been in touch with the Lord Lieutenant of Hampshire, and we are hoping he's going to put a royal bid in to open this, get royalty to open this place. Yeah, I cannot believe it if that's what happens. Could you imagine if we get Prince Harry? Our pin-up, the main ginger geezer. It'd be unbelievable. And I want these people to come and show us support, because it's about time that people in power, people with public influence, people with influence within the veteran community start backing these small charities. Because I tell you what, we get Prince Harry down here, we'll be beating them off with a stick. Right? But we need help now, not later, not once we've done all the work. See, this charity, Forgotten Veterans UK, it's not a concept, it's not a brainwave. I haven't got funding a golden handshake because I'm a high ranker. We built this from the ground, and that's because of you guys. I'd be nothing without you. My team, they're phenomenal. I've got people that work 8 and 9 hours a day for me sometimes, because they believe in what we're trying to do. They've seen the books, they've seen the spending. They know we don't waste a penny. They know we give the money to the veterans. Technically, I'm a crap CEO, because a good CEO is gauged on how much money they've saved, or how much money they've raised, or how much money they've got. And really, I'm the opposite. I give it all away. That's the truth. Ain't my money, is it? It belongs to you lot. And this is the problem. And this is what's fed this issue. Because they seem to want to cling on to stuff. And that's no good. That money was donated to the veterans, to Matthew, to Wayne, to Shelley, to, you know, all of us. I'm going to be going to speak to the CEO of Help for Heroes soon. that's not an invitation for everyone to cane them, because I know them. They know me well at Tedworth House. And now I'm going to go and speak to them and say, what are you going to do for our guys? And don't get me wrong, they flannel me off. You'll be the first one to know about it. But, you know, these charities need to talk to each other. And they need to talk to me. Not because I'm anything special, because I've got the right idea. I'm going to be sitting on this medical board in September. It's the highest one you can go on, and it's right in front of NHS England. I have to give a maiden speech. They ain't going to like it, because I ain't a yes man. I'm here to tell it as it is. I'm here to sock it to them straight. Stop filling the veterans full of opiates. Start giving the veterans mental health care. Spend £1 now, save a tenner in the future. That's what's got to be done. Right, I'm rattling off, I'm starting to go on a rant, you know, and that's not what it's about today. It's about the men and women. So I'm going to have a little wonder about the work that they've done is phenomenal. I couldn't be more proud of them. They've worked so hard, and we got Building Heroes back tomorrow as well, because I'm trying to open doors for them. I'm not the big I am, and I'm not, but we've been noticed. I have the ear of MPs and ministers, and you know why? Because I'm genuine. And I'm not scared to say it as it is if it's for the benefit of our community. That's all, you know. And I said to one of them recently in an email. I said, "Why do you put up with me? Because I'm not the norm. I'm not the high rank. I'm not in the chinos and rolled up sleeves. I didn't go to Oxford. I didn't go through Sandhurst. Really, we're the weirdest friends you're ever going to meet." And do you know what she said? "Gary, you're the only person that tells me the truth, whether it's good or whether it's bad. I tell them the truth. And do you know why? Because it's about time someone did. You know, this isn't about me. The moment I can hand this over to someone that's going to do a better job than me and take this charity to the next level, that's what I'll do. Because I'll always be involved. They'll never get rid of me. I can sniff a sausage roll from a mile off. You know? I'm always going to turn up. I'm always going to surprise people. I'm always going to keep an eye on everything. But when I find that special person, that selfless person that wants to do it because they want to, not because they need to, then I'm going to hand this over. Because it was never about me. And I've tried to prove that. Yeah, the reason I haven't done all this live feed stuff up to now, because I don't want people thinking I'm trying to become someone. I don't need to be anyone. I'm gas weaving. And I've finally found myself again. And it's took me many, many years and many failings to find myself again. You know, I say to these people, goals are important in life. If you don't have any goals, you start to lose hope. If you start to lose hope, you start to lose the will to live. And then it's dangerous. So, if you drink too much, drink a bit less. If you eat too much, have one cake instead of two. You know, it's about taking small positive steps in the right direction. So the people around you can tell that you're trying. And then when you do screw up, because it's going to happen, right, they'll be more tolerant and they'll be more understanding because they know how much you've tried. Get off your arse, get off of Facebook, and once a week, go and do something nice for for someone else. No strings attached. You're not earning from it. You're not raising your public profile. You don't want credit for it. You just want to do something nice for someone else. And that is better than any of these pills and better than any of this treatment. You can go from one mental health charity to the next constantly, right? And we have got serial charity lurkers, right? But they're only teaching the same as any other place. It's only you that can change, no one else. And you've got to want it, and really want it. Oh, hang on, I've dropped my stick. Oh. Hi Gary, I missed the beginning, but is it a tented community for homeless veterans? What it is, it's going to be a Basha Project. We're going to supply all the kit, we're going to supply the sleeping bags, the poles. You don't need anything. All you need to do is turn up here with a wash kit and your clothes. It's about preventative, not cure. If you're waiting 18 months to get treatment, sometimes they need help before then. So what we're saying is, just come down here. Come down here for 2 or 3 days. And just find yourself a little bit. Work with others. Go for walks. You know, this is the most incredible location. Mind-blowing. But at the end of the day, you know, it's here for you lot. And we'll help you. We're not sayers, we're doers. You know, I didn't like the photos, I didn't like the live feeds, because I wanted to earn my wings. I wanted people to respect me because of my actions, not because I tell jokes, or I'm funny, or I like talking to myself, or I like posting it on Facebook. I wanted people to get me for who I am before I did that. I've got the most incredible team of people, honestly. You know, they come and go, like life. But the ones that come and go are the ones that were never that dedicated in the first place. This ain't a game. You know, posting something on Facebook doesn't make something happen. Filling out a Just Giving page, another one, isn't going to sort the problem. Hard work is going to solve the problem. Matthew O'Mahony, please excuse me, Matthew. How long are you guys there for? We've got one more night. We're going to work till lunchtime. Building Heroes are coming back tomorrow, and after lunch, we're going to strip out. I'm going to cop a big dirty grate. You're in your own time now, fellas. My wife's got a microwave. Get amongst it. As long as they're safe, as long as it's done properly, they work as a team. See, that's the words. Team. Team. Not I. For Christ's sake. Team. Right, let's have a little scroll about, because, do you know what? I do get heavy, because I'm just so passionate about what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to change for the veteran community. I can't help but, you know, get passionate. But I'm pleased that you are starting to see me for who I am. That I'm stepping out of the shadows. Because I've got to. Because the more of you actually fully understand what we've created and what we're doing, the more of you are going to get involved. The more of you are going to back us. There's something for everyone. You want to get involved, whatever part of the country you are in, you come and see me. We've got so many options for fundraising, for buddies. We're really starting to branch out now. So, you know, if you're in this for the right reasons, if you think you can help, if you think you've got something to offer, join Team FV UK. Because we're here. No egos, just love, believe it or not. We're approaching it from a different angle. These people are getting what I'm trying to say. We're attacking things in a different way. The old boy network might have been good enough 100 years ago, might have been good enough 50 years ago, might be good enough pre-millennium, but our world's changing. We've lost 2 more lives to suicide in the last 24 hours. So it's not 38 anymore, it's 40. And it's probably a hell of a lot more than that. Facebook, back me. Facebook, back me. I will never let you or the veterans down. Back us. Let's take on these charities. Let's take them on at their own game. Let's make it so we're not dependent on funding, because we owe nothing to anyone then. But we can't do it without you. If you're disillusioned with your money disappearing in corporate charities, then come and help us. Come and help us. The standing order scheme. Give us £1 a month. The price of a can of Coke. You won't miss £1. We get 1,000 people giving us £1. Do you know how many food vouchers I can buy with that? How much gas, electric, school uniform for kids, washing machines? We had a bloke come to us a couple of days ago and he said, Gary, I've had to move. I've spent everything I've got moving. I've asked for help and they've told for a cooker because my kids have got no hot meals. He got told 10 to 12 weeks. 10 to 12 weeks. It's not good enough. So we assessed him, we dealt with it, it was paid for the next morning and delivered. And if that isn't why you need to give me £1 a month, I don't know what is. Help us. Help us change the world. I'm going bigger than this. It's more about the bigger picture. It's more about lobbying. It's more about changing MPs' minds one at a time. It's more about the British people. We can do this. There's over 30 of us now, and we're growing. So let's keep growing, and let's keep taking them on at their own game and showing them up for who they are. We gave 90% away last year because it's not my money. It belongs to you, not me. Right, like the mobility director and his bonuses. Yeah, that's a tricky subject, Ryan Davenport. You know, I don't mean to put them all down. It's not a case of that. People do have to earn a living. I'm not silly, you know. And I know that a lot of the volunteers and a lot of the paid workers and the managers, they bust their guts, you know. But it's like they don't want anyone else to grow. They don't want to help anyone else. So if they're not going to do it, we'll do it for ourselves. And we'll just keep growing and we'll keep working and we'll keep doing what's right, not what's right for the charity. Right, I'm going to spin round. Now I'm going to stop being serious because, you know, you've heard it all before. I'm going to spin round. We're going to go and have a chat with some of the men and women. This is just a few of them. And, you know, let's see what it's all about. There'll be more counselling done over this fireplace than that's done inside. But it's about having the safety net. It's about having the ladder if things start to escalate. That's what's important. Look at that for a location, eh? Look at that. It's an unbelievable place. Absolutely unbelievable. It's like you go down little tunnels and you just disappear. and there's all ammo dumps and it's all underground. It is absolutely amazing. We are going to be able to do so much from this location. Yeah, one thing I've suggested to the Minister of Defence is, on the subjects of charities, is if they are not prepared to have a whip round and start helping the well-run small charities, then I think the government should put a tax on them and force them to give it. Over a certain amount of money, they should have to pay 1 or 2% or something like that. You know, 1 or 2% to some of these charities will fund charities for a long time. You know, if they're not gonna help, we'll have to make it help. That's all we can do. Right, is there any questions out there? We've got 10 people. It's not the end of the... I'm hardly Kanye West, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's about the sharing. It's about viewing the videos. It's not about live. Yeah, live's lovely. But at the end of the day, it's about sharing the message. Sharing the love. You know, getting it out there. Sharing is caring. It's about being selfless for others. That's all. So, tomorrow, Reveille at 7:15, and we're going to work till lunchtime. Building Heroes will be back. Then we're going to give them lunch, and then we're going to strip out in the afternoon. The one in September is going to run for probably 5 days. So keep an eye out for the post, because this one happened very quickly, this camp. It happened overnight. It was only 10 days ago we even decided to do it. Okay? So the next one's going to be in September. It's gonna. I can't give you a date because it's going to be down to delivery times. But once I can, we're going to put it out there, and we're going to make sure we get as many people down here as we possibly can. You know, there's a likelihood we ain't going to be able to get everyone. All right, but we're going to do our best. And you're all welcome down here. You're all welcome, whether you're a veteran, whether you're a wife, you know, associated. You're all welcome down here. Let's all work as a team. We've all got our own qualities, our own skills. You know, even if you just come and peel vegetables and wash up for the week. And that's what it's about. It's a machine, a working machine altogether. Mark Hobbs, I'll keep an eye out for your live videos. It's a great watch. Well, thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. I've been very, very conscious about doing these. What people don't realise is I put on 5 stone in just over 2 years because of all the medication I was on, and it ruined my mental health even more. You know, I've never been a Slim Jim, but when you've served, you know, and you've been the best your body can be, to slip into that, you know, it just made my mental health worse. And it made me feel like no one wanted. I felt embarrassed. I was ashamed of myself. And I didn't realise at the time that it was the pills. I just was blaming myself. And didn't want people to see photos of me because of what I'd become. I've lost 2.5 stone, nearly 3 stone. I changed some tablets and it came off pretty quickly. I'm still losing weight and I'm trying my best. And instead of keep saying I can't, I can. And so can you. I can do it. I can walk. I can help. I can become an asset to society. I have got a reason to belong. And that's all I'm trying to say to some of these people out there. If I can do it, so can you. It's quite simple. Well, it's not simple. It's not simple. but you can. So stop doubting yourself, start helping others, start being an asset to society, and then you'll find that self-respect. The pills don't work. The only thing that will make it work is you. I'm just honoured. I'm absolutely honoured that people have put their faith in me and they've trusted me to do what's right, especially in a time where so many are taking the piss and misusing the military charitable sector for their own gains, or the rogue charities not handing anything over. But at the end of the day, stand by the ones that are, because we're not having it anymore. If you're hiding something, we're going to find out. If you're defrauding the public and making them believe that that money is going to people like them over there, then we're coming for you. Because it's time for change, real change. It's the 100-year centenary of the Great Battle, and things are worse than ever. But ironically, there's more money than ever. It's wrong. Help us. Help us, the British public. If you're involved in a charity, if you carry any clout, if you want me to come along and to speak to you guys and to see what we can all do together to make a change, I'm there. Because that's what it's about. Yet again, teamwork. Right. I'm going to get off before I get all deep and emotional. Thank you so much. Thank you for healing me. Thank you for fixing me. Thank you for making me feel like a man again. You've done more than you'd ever know. And that's why I never want anything from this. You saved my life, Facebook. And I can't thank you enough for that. You saved my life.